welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title, I'm basically just talking about healthy food being way too expensive and why, I just basically give up. Or why people basically just, I don't know, my son's toy, why people just basically give up because food is just too healthy. And I feel like that's one of the main excuses I always hear, whether you're trying to just get healthy, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're just trying to put more healthier options in your diet. Um, right now, that's honestly what I'm trying to do, just put more healthier options in my diet. I'm not trying to do anything extreme right now because if you guys don't know, I'm getting weight loss surgery by the end of this year. And, I do hear that your taste buds do change a little bit, but it's nothing extreme where it's nothing different from eating good and working out. I see people all the time still eating, bad foods and things like that, but of course in moderation because when you get weight loss surgery, when you get weight loss surgery, portion control is everything. So one of the main things I will say when people say healthy food is too expensive, so is takeout. Now, if you're eating, let's just say, my experience, if I eat takeout, well, first of all, my budget for the week is usually anywhere between $60 and $80. It matters what I'm trying to make for the week. Usually I range between $60 for the week, and that's like, I'm just me and my son, you know what I mean? So it also matters your household and your budget. But let's just say your budget is $60 like mine, and you thank you, and you really let's say your budget is $60 and then you eat takeout 2 days out of that week. That just increased your food budget literally like $40. Let's just say takeout is $20 per meal, which sometimes it is, or let's say $15. So $30 for those 2 days. So your budget just went from $60 to $30. Okay, that's $90 right there. Now, me personally, I can say I have no type of portion control when it comes to healthy food or bad food either. So now that it's summertime, I tend to buy nectarines, cherries, plums, and peaches. Those are the four things I tend to go towards. However, there are so many different shopping malls out here. Acme, ShopRite, Fresh Grocer, Aldi, Kroger, Trader Joe's. Like, there's so many places. And I understand the convenience of shopping. However, you got to get your best bargain for your buck. And that comes from, like, oh my eyes. That comes when you're, like, doing shopping or you're doing, like, groceries, you're doing, like, your nails. Anything you're doing, you always want to get the bargain regardless. So why wouldn't it come to your food as well? I know certain places I get, like, my canned goods. Certain places I get my produce. Certain places I like to get my meat. So it's not, like, 9 times out of 10 with me, since I'm such a small family, I tend to only go to like one or two places. Sometimes when I'm going food shopping, water isn't on sale there, but I know like CVS or somewhere else in my neighborhood always have water. So that's my main thing. My eyes burning. Sorry. That's my main thing. Definitely go somewhere where the bargain is everything. Meats are not on sale everywhere, but somewhere it's on sale. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. Red meat tends to be more expensive than um, turkey and chicken. So why don't you just eliminate red meat out of your diet? I feel like chicken is a lot easier to buy in bulk, and that's just me. Chicken, red meat, sometimes it matters where you're going. If you're going to a butcher and getting it chopped up, I guess that's kind of different. But I know at my supermarket, chicken tends to always be on sale. I don't know if people like to eat frozen food, but frozen food is always a good option. This week I was actually pretty tight on my budget, and instead of going towards fresh vegetables, I actually went towards cans because it was a can sale. So I bought, I think, 5 cans for the week, and that was like equivalent to what it would have been if I did the fresh. I also always get frozen vegetables because it lasts longer and because there's always a bag of vegetables on sale. It might not be the brand you like, but it is always bag of vegetables on sale. So literally, and then like I said, I can only speak for like a family of two or a family of three. You know what I mean? Because or four, because I'm not a huge, I'm not a big family. When my son's father comes over, it's still not like a huge budget. You know what I mean? So like I said, I understand like some families have to buy like 200 or 300 dollars worth of groceries maybe a week because food does add up. But another thing I can say is make sure you're eating in proportion. You shouldn't be having that many of whatever you're eating anyway. So like I can seriously eat like a whole bag of cherries in 2 days, but that's not the portion size. You know what I mean? So if you're eating the actual portion size of that bag of cherries, I should be having at least 4 to 5 servings of that vegetable. My diet is less vegetables and more meat. Whatever works for you. Hey, if that's your lifestyle, if that's your diet. Me personally, my body doesn't process certain meats as well. My body loves seafood because it's really light. Chicken, it matters the way it's cooked. I noticed I've been eating a lot of like stews and stir fries with my chicken, not really like baked or fried. So literally, I just put like chicken thighs, or I made chicken legs, any type of chicken, put it in the pot and stew it with like some water, or yeah, pork is something I definitely don't eat because for me personally, pork doesn't do anything for my body in a positive light. It just makes me feel really, really bad, so I don't eat pork. Um, but anyway, yeah, the way I've been eating the chicken, it's been very I don't need. I feel like I don't need to eat like 2 or 3 pieces like I usually do. One is pretty good for me, and then I put like sweet potatoes in it, corn, carrots, broccoli, like stuff it up with a lot of good nutrition. Then I'm eating less meat. Now, when it comes to fish, I actually bought a 12 dollar bag, and it's 3 pounds. So even if I have 2 pieces thawed out for today, and then I'll put like a salad with it. But I can always put like rice, and I use the rice size, which is literally 99 cents. You know what I mean? So, and those, it says the serving size I believe is 2.5, but I push it to 4. Do less. I feel like we eat so much. That's really why we don't have. We're saying everything's expensive. If you read the serving size, you should be good. I have. I think it says 1 piece of fish per serving, but that bag of fish will definitely last me for the whole week. A 3 pound bag will last me. Maybe a family of four, you might need to get like 2 bags, but still, that will still last you for the whole week. And I think that's a really good option. And then if you buy like some chicken or something like that, another thing is, for me, I'm not really big with variety. I'm like very boring when it comes to. I do like shrimp. I love shrimp, and I feel like shrimp is always on sale. Shrimp actually isn't that expensive. Now, if you're trying to do some tiger shrimp or jumbo shrimp, yes, it's expensive. But I like the larger shrimp, and I mean it's a little bit more expensive. But shrimp can stay in my freezer for a while because I'm the only one that eats it. My son doesn't eat shrimp, so that's something that stays in my fridge for a freezer for a while. Because I'll tend to get the frozen ones, which last longer. Um, I do get tilapia fish. That's the one I have right now. Salmon. That's something that I used to get once a week, but I stopped getting it for some reason. I think it was kind of expensive where I was picking it up at. But I get like a little, I think a little less than a pound or a half a pound. I think I get a half a pound, and it's like $5 or $6. I don't know. I'm really cheap because I can buy a huge pack of chicken for like $5, and that lasts for 4 to 6 days. And a piece of salmon for $5 or $6 is literally for one meal or 2 meals. So I mean, that's just me. Like I said, I used to get it literally once a week. I love shrimp cocktail. I love that. I don't usually make shrimp like in a meal, no, but shrimp cocktail I love, love, love. Because I was eating the bigger shrimp, they were $9.99 a pound, and I would get like a little bit less than half a pound. But like I said, it's just me. I would get it once a week, and it's like $5. But like I said, to me that's expensive. I'm like a penny pincher. So I know this week in my fridge. I mean, I did buy my blueberries, my strawberries, nectarines, bananas, and plums. But I didn't buy a lot though. I probably bought like four of each, and that was on Friday, and all my fruit was gone already, and it's only Tuesday. So yes, I eat a lot of fruit. Um, but I do have like four cans of fruit, so my son is still good. The cans, I won't eat the cans. Oh, I also have the small things of applesauce. That's what I actually had today before I went to the gym. So, and those were on sale for $1.66 can. So, the little individual, I think six comes in a pack, and I bought two of those. So I have 12 of those. So me and my son will share those. Plus, I bought three things of peaches and two things of mandarin oranges. So, like I said, I do keep fresh, but I also keep canned as well because canned lasts longer. I'll boil the shrimp and cool it down in the water, and afterwards, oh snap. And then afterwards, add the ingredients for the cocktail and eat it cold with a cold beer. Yeah, I love fruit cocktail. Fruit cocktail is really, really good. Do you feel like you spend too much on groceries? How do you feel about your budget on groceries? I feel like I do a good job with groceries. I think this week I went over a little bit, but regardless, I'm trying to like say what I'm gonna make this week, because I'm just not. I cannot do takeout. Number one, if you guys don't know, I do like the monthly updates with my nutritionist. So I can't, like I can't be gaining weight on this. Like, and I talked about this in my last video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I talked about like weight gain and all that stuff. Hi, Will from Colorado. Yes, that's super far from me at least. If you guys just came into the live, make sure you guys thumbs up this video and jot down below what is your budget for the week. I said that my budget is $60 on groceries for the week. What do you guys typically spend? And that's including takeout. So that's like not including takeout for the week. So I would say my budget for the week is $60, $60 to $80. But I usually range. Hey Stormy, I usually range towards $60 a week. So if you guys just came in, make sure you guys thumbs up this video and let me know down below what is your budget for grocery shopping for the week. And then I mean I understand like I said, sometimes it's more than other months, only because hey Brittany, only because there's sometimes I gotta buy diapers, I gotta buy wipes, cleaning products, kitty litter. So like I said, some weeks it's definitely closer to the 80 range, but for the most part, my grocery haul is $60, $60 to $70. It's been a minute since I've been on here dealing with the move and unpacking. Well, I just Stormy, I'm about to be in the same boat. I move next month, so yeah, I'm gonna be in the same situation. Today I told myself that I was gonna be packing and all that stuff, and not packing, but starting to throw away stuff so I can see like what I want to bring. But I'm on here on YouTube, but I'm off today and tomorrow, so that's really what I'm gonna be trying to do. Throwing away some clothes, but you gotta stay in the same state, Mo. Yeah, I'm still gonna stay in the same state. I'm still gonna be in Pennsylvania. Hey, Caesar Eats. If you guys just came into the live, make sure you guys thumbs up this video and comment below what is your weekly grocery haul budget. Because I feel like everyone always complains that eating healthy is super duper expensive. And me personally, I can definitely argue that. I don't think that's true. Now, I'm also not a huge family either. It's just me and my son, and that's why it's $60. But still, if you have a budget, I feel like a lot of families tend to go towards the unhealthier foods because it's easier, because your kid likes it. But if you do, something healthier, it's still beneficial. And I'm not saying change up your whole diet, but I am saying instead of doing hamburgers with beef, you can be doing turkey burgers, or instead of eating potato french fries, you can be eating sweet potato, or instead of eating mayo, you can eat mustard, or instead of eating white bread, you can go towards wheat bread. And try some generic brands too. There's nothing wrong with generic. I love generic brands. I am a true fan of generic brands. Hey, wonderful excellence. I am such someone that goes towards generic. Now, sometimes they'll try to raise the generic brand, and I know they do that a lot on fruit. When it comes to like canned fruit, like is it Dole or I think it's Dole, the canned fruit. They have like a ShopRite brand, and they keep raising the ShopRite brand. The ShopRite brand used to be like 166, then it went to 199. Now recently I seen it for 249, and the name brand was on sale for 250. And I'm just like, yo, like these generic brands just keep going up and up and up. But yes, but certain things you can't buy generic, like some cereals. What else don't I really like? What do you guys like that's not generic? I don't really like cereals. Let me see. I would say like, what don't I like that's generic? Some cereals, and I don't even like cereal like that. I would say some yogurt I don't really like that are not the same brand. I usually get the same brand every single time. But I want to try Greek yogurt, and I know Greek yogurt is expensive, but I don't need that much of it. Because I noticed that when I do eat yogurt, I like to put toppings on it. So I try to cut the serving size like in half. Instead of doing like 1 cup, I'll do like a half a cup. Because I know I want to put a little bit of granola on there, maybe some strawberries, maybe some blueberries. So I try to cut stuff in half. What else don't I like that? What else is generic that I don't like? I love cleaning products that are generic, but you don't eat that. Soap, I definitely love soap that's generic. When it comes to my meat, I try to do like the same brand every time. Sometimes I go through whatever is cheapest, but meats I tend to go towards the same thing only because it's like so much with like hormones and added things and all that stuff. So meats I tend to go towards the same thing. But I know this is going to be expensive and it's like going left with this video, but I really think I want to start eating more of organic and like grass-fed type of things. You like my tattoos? Can you even see them? I got so dark. I went to the beach, but thank you though. I went to the beach a few days ago, and I got like super dark. So I'm surprised you can really even see them. This one looks really, really dark on camera. Like, you can't really see. This is my monthly budget. Diapers and wipes, 100 dogs. Oh, snap. Oh, that's your monthly budget, though. So basically, like, yeah, honestly, that's not bad, though. See, dogs are just as expensive for kids. I'm trying to change my diaper. Diapers are, well, you have 2 kids in diapers, though. But, diapers for me, I guess it would be cut in half. Not even because, honestly, I go wherever it's the cheapest. Now that my son is older, it doesn't really cost me that much for diapers. And I'm going to buy wipes regardless, even when, he's out of diapers, because I just like wipes. But, I bought a huge box from where? The box isn't in here. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, budgets are definitely different. I wouldn't say that's a bad budget though. Food shopping wise, I don't have a dog, but 500 if 500 a month, I wouldn't say that's too bad. Um, that's like a little bit over 100 a week, and yeah, I don't really think that's bad. I know there's always ways that you can tweak things in there. I use the Target brand training pants and wipes. What do I use? Well, I don't go to Target that much because I just can't go to Target without buying one thing. Okay, you buy a lot of organic stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to do that as well soon, only because I've noticed a lot of things like tweak my skin or tweak the way I feel. And, I don't want to say that I'm going to go towards a vegetarian diet, but, I don't eat meat in every single meal. But just the additives, I think that's the word, the additives in a lot of the foods that we're given, it really messes with our body, our insides, skin, hair, nails, all that stuff, our tiredness, our energy level. So that's just something I'm looking into, which I know is gonna increase my budget. However, the fact that I'm literally gonna have the stomach of like a 2-year-old, I won't be able to eat that much anyway. So I honestly think my budget is gonna stay the same because I can't eat much. Like literally, I probably can eat like a chicken leg, maybe, and basically 3 to 4 ounces of food for about the first 6 months. Thank you. I tried to work out. I worked out today. It's just my eating that's like been crazy, and I haven't been doing anything too 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 good or too bad with my diet. I noticed the difference when we switch. We switch unintentionally though. Oh well, it just happened, but we love it. Yeah, like I feel like I didn't buy like my all my groceries at Trader Joe's, but just certain knickknacks that they had. I did try meat from there. Their meat is definitely smaller in proportion because like when you go to ShopRite they have like the huge packages. Well, my Trader Joe's is pretty small and it's in the city. But I don't go to Whole Foods is not that convenient for me. I try to go places that have a parking lot. But yeah, it was pretty good. And you notice that like all the chicken is the same. Like have you ever been somewhere and like the chicken is like the looks like it's your arm, you know what I mean? Like why is this chicken so big? So that just really grosses me out and I don't want to eat it. Um so yeah, that and that. But also when it comes to dairy, like I definitely want to minimize my dairy as much as possible. I don't really drink milk, but I do like cheese. I do like yogurt. Ice cream, I don't really do ice cream. I mean, we have a lot of like ices and stuff like that in the house, but not really ice cream. I know a lot of products are made with like soy and milk. Just because I'm not drinking the milk, that doesn't mean I'm not getting dairy and other products. Um, but yeah, that's just something that I know I want to do in the near future is switch up like my whole diet plan. I eat a lot of seafood, chicken breast, and ground turkey. Yes, that's what I eat as well. Not much of the chicken breast anymore. I've been getting more into chicken thighs, whether it's with the bone or without the bone, and I've been getting away from I don't know why, but drumsticks. We eat some beef and no pork. I don't cook either. Like I don't mind eating beef or pork. Like if I'm out, like if I'm at a cookout and they have beef hamburgers and pork hot dogs, like I'll eat it. But I don't make it. Like I don't buy pork and I don't buy beef. I have bought a. I don't think I've ever bought pork being on my own. Like I know pork is really cheap. My mom always growing up, she always had pork ribs in the house. She always had pork chops in the house. So those are the two things that I would cook a lot when I was living at home. But I've been on my own for about almost 5 years now, and I don't think I've ever bought pork. Oh, I'm lying. I had chitlins the other day, and not pork. But yeah, and then if the only way I will buy beef is if it's cheaper than the ground turkey, because I know I've made hamburgers and I've made spaghetti with beef before. I don't eat a lot of carbs now. I'm dairy free. I cut down a good amount of sweets, and I'm in pretty good shape. Now that's good. I really heard that cutting dairy out really helps your digestive system. Carbs is just for me. They're just the devil. Like carbs do not like me at all. They just don't like me. You ever try pork lard on your food? No, I've never done that before. Mm, I feel as if ground turkey tastes lighter, and I feel better after eating turkey than beef. Um, my whole thing is the grease. Like when you're cooking turkey, it's not all greasy like the beef is, and that's really what I like. Um, I don't know. And then I don't make my tomato sauce from scratch. Um, I can't let the cheese go through, LOL. But it doesn't bother me or give me breakouts or anything. And I know beef, well, I can't really speak on pork because, like I said, I don't really eat pork like that. But beef will make me really, really greasy too. Like, let's say if I just had a burger right now and it's a beef burger, like, my face will be extremely, like, my pores will just be so greasy afterwards. I don't know. That's just how it is. But, my son really likes seafood. My son loves chicken, especially like baked chicken, because he likes anything with sauce. So when I put like barbecue sauce on it, buffalo, any type of sauce, he loves it. Um, he's eaten cold cuts before, turkey cold cuts, but I told him it was chicken. I know that's bad, but he wouldn't eat it if I told him it was turkey. I don't know why, but clearly he likes turkey too. Um, I don't think I ever. He's eaten pork before because when you go to the Chinese food store and you get pork fried rice, like I'm not one of those people that's like no pork, no pork. Like I don't really care. Um, I heard pork lard is also good, no, good on your skin. It personally helped me with glasses. Oh yeah, I've heard of pork. Um, I've heard of pork lard. I mean, isn't it like butter or some shit? I've heard of that before. I've just never used it to cook or anything. But I've heard of people using it. It's like really, really fatty, I heard. But yeah, it's like butter, doesn't it? Greasy foods. I have to be in the mood for it. But it's funny. I've never really cooked with butter. Um, I really eat a healthy diet, but I eat a lot of takeout. That's what I can say. Like I don't buy a lot of unhealthy stuff, but when it comes to takeout, like literally, I can eat takeout 3 to 4 times a day, and a day. I mean a week, and that's where it really gets me. Like when I'm going food shopping, you would be like, "Damn, you eat so healthy." I crave greasy foods when I was pregnant with Jabari as well. But yeah, when you see my grocery haul, you're probably like, damn, you eat pretty healthy. But then I'll have like takeout 2 to 3 times a week, and it just fucks up everything I did in the grocery haul. So usually I'm pretty good Monday through Friday, but then when the weekend comes, I'm just sad. So yeah, that's why my budget is like so bad because like I said, I'll do $60, $70 in groceries, but then I'll do $30 in takeout, and that's 79. That's $100 right there for the week for 2 people. I think that's way too much money, way too much. And then even when I go, my son he's at daycare. When I'm off, my son still goes to daycare. It's 1 o'clock. I still take my son to daycare when I'm off. The only days my son doesn't go to daycare is on the weekend, and it's the only time. Other than that, Jabari goes straight to daycare, and my son loves daycare. Um, when I pick him up, 9 times out of 10 he does not want to leave. Do you have what did I say? Do you have to do your salads with dressing? Usually I do put dressing on my salad. I love vinaigrette. Any dressing I use, I make sure that it's less than 100 calories. My salads are pretty big, so if you're using a salad dressing that's like 220 in calories, 9 times out of 10 we're not using the serving size. So that's like 400 calories in just dressing. You know what I mean? So I always try. And vinaigrettes are always 9 times out of 10, even if it's not fat free. It tends to always have less than 100 calories. So that's just how I like to do my salads. I wish it's a year wait for daycare on the space. Logan will be in preschool next August before spots open. Oh my goodness. I forgot, that's crazy. My daycare actually just went up in price and I'm like, oh my god. The more you make, the more it will go up. My nose ring is all flipped. Um, but yeah. Are you guys trying yet for a kid or are you guys still like settling into your new place? I'm not trying for a kid yet. Nope, maybe next year. I mean, Jabari is still 2. Jabari is still fairly young. And honestly, like, I'm just learning so much with Jabari. Like, I'm just so happy I didn't have kids back to back. I mean, it would have been perfect, like with my age and stuff, because I would have been like, they would have been, old. They would have been older and out of the house, and I'm still pretty young. But even if I did have a kid at 30, I still don't think that's bad. My hamburgers have to be dry and cheeseless. I don't like pickles. I love pickles, but I don't like pickles. I mean, I'm not gonna take it off, but I wouldn't be like, oh, put pickles on my sandwich. Like, I mean, on my burger. But I tend to like, I like stuff on my burger. Oh my god, what? I love cucumbers. A cucumber and tomato salad with vinegar? That is so good. Oh, you guys are trying for number three. Oh, it's probably gonna come when you least expect it too. And I'm pretty sure you want a girl. You already have your two boys. I love that name, Liam. Liam and Logan. So cute. Um, I think next year, because I don't know if you know Stormy, but you probably see my other videos. I'm trying to get weight loss. Well, I am in the process of getting weight loss surgery this year, and they recommend that you wait anywhere between 1 to 2 years. Well, they say when I googled it, it said 12 months to 18 months, and then when I asked the doctor, she said 2 years. Um, I personally think I'm gonna wait the 18 months. Definitely a year. I definitely do not want to have a kid in the whole year that I'm going through the process. But I think I'm gonna wait the at least 18 months. 12 to 18 months I'll probably do. I don't want to have a kid any sooner because I still want to be selfish, um, and do everything I want to do. I really really want a girl, but I would be happy if it was a boy. I think I don't know. I don't know what I want. I think I want a girl, only because I'm so sick. You already know you're a boy mom, and I feel like I get beat up every day. Like that's all my son want to do is throw. My son is very destructive. Like he loves getting cars just to like break them and take the wheels off, and I guess he thinks he's a mechanic or something. But like my son is just like a regular boy. Like he loves like playing with balls and hitting stuff and jumping around and climbing up on you. And him and his father, like they play fight a lot and they wrestle all the time. So like he's just a regular boy. So like yeah, I would love to have a girl, but then again I don't know. I don't know, cause so then basically I'm kind of like maybe 70% boy, 30% girl, but that could change. But I think I would want a boy. I'm more on the sense of a boy. Like I would love to be like the only woman in the house. I would love to be the only woman in the house, but I wouldn't mind having a girl. Maybe like you for my third child, maybe a girl if I even have a third child. It matters. I guess it matters when I get pregnant. My boys are definitely rough boys. They wrestle and play rough all day. They love. Oh my God, my son loves cars. I have like 10 cars in my bed. Building things with blocks, noise. My son loves noise. Like he loves blocks only for the colors. Like he could say red and blue and yellow and all that stuff. Like he likes it for the colors, but he doesn't really build stuff. But he loves for his cars to like be in order. Like oh my God, if you touch one of his cars and they're not in order, you're in trouble. My son does love stuffed animals, not as much as he used to. Like he loves just to be destructive with them now, like throw them around. When I move, definitely something. I'm looking around at all this mess now. I definitely want to get like those baskets, like baskets where I can put all of his like smaller balls and the bigger balls, because he does have some bigger size balls. But anything that don't have like pieces to it and stuff is getting thrown away. Like all these cars, because the cars can be pretty cheap. But then again, I've bought like some of the more expensive cars. But he loves the broken cars, which is, I mean, I understand, but I mean, I'm not bringing them to my new place. I definitely want to buy him some of the bigger toys as well now, and I'm thinking about either doing. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about either doing a tool set, like a tool set where he can like, because like I said, he likes banging on things, and he likes things that have sound, lights up and stuff like that. So I was thinking of buying him like a huge tool set where he can. Um, if you guys ever had a kitchen set back in the day, I know I had one, and it was like that huge kitchen set. I want to buy him a huge tool set. It comes with like all different types of tools. It gives him a spot to like sit down and like bang on things and stuff like that. Um, or I'm trying to do an art like an art station where literally it's either like a chalkboard or a whiteboard, and it comes with like markers, crayons, and all that stuff. So he can write and things like that. I don't know. I'm torn in between the two. I'm probably gonna lean more towards the tool set, only because I think that's what his father. I think that's what Dean said. Um, to go towards more the tool set, only because he likes to destroy things. So yeah, and his father works with his hands too, so that's probably why he said it. Try a cubicle with wrencher bends, since they are more sturdy ones. Okay, because yeah, I was definitely thinking of the fabric bins. I definitely want to have at least four of them in his room. If not four, then six, because I know they come like the longer ones, and it's like three a row, or I might just do two, like two a row. I don't know, but I definitely want to do those. And then of course, I need to buy the bins. But that's what I'm gonna put either in his closet or outside his room. Not outside, but in his room, so that he can put his toys and all that stuff. Cause he does. One thing I can say about my son, he loves to clean up. I think they clean up a lot in the daycare because once I say like clean up, he'll start singing that song, clean up, everybody, all that crap. So yeah, but there's a lot of things I'm definitely gonna throw away as well. All right, anyway, it's getting pretty late in the afternoon, and I should be a little bit more productive. So I will probably come on here tomorrow because I am off tomorrow. Don't quote me, but also try the 13-inch cubicle. Alright, I'm definitely gonna look into that. And I don't even know where to go to get these like things, cause I don't know if I want to go to IKEA or like Home Depot or Walmart, Amazon. I'm not sure yet. I threw about scissors, bags and stuff away when I'm not buying boxes. Like usually when I move, cause I've only moved once, and then I moved into a bigger like apartment, cause I started at a studio and then I went into a one-bedroom apartment. But when I had my studio and I moved from like Jersey, I just threw all my shit in a garbage bag. I probably had like 6 garbage bags, and then everything else like pots and pans and like well, I did have my futon, but that was already in like a box. So majority of everything I had was in a bag. But I think some things here I probably will get like 2 or 3 boxes for my stuff. But a lot of the clothes, I'm gonna be losing weight and all that stuff. So a lot of this stuff I really don't need, especially because I'm going into winter. So a lot of the summer stuff I probably will not hang on to because I'm not gonna be able to fit it next summer. But anyway, maybe I should do a video on that. Okay, so girl, you love Target. Homes. I never heard of that, but at Walmart. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look into that. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.